John grew up in a small town where money was always tight. His parents worked long hours to make ends meet, and John often felt embarrassed by their financial situation. He dreamed of one day being financially independent and never having to worry about money again. After college, John landed a job at a prestigious investment firm in New York City. He was thrilled to be making a six-figure salary and was determined to climb the corporate ladder as quickly as possible. He worked long hours, often staying at the office well into the evening and on weekends. He rarely had time for his family and friends, but he was convinced that his hard work would pay off in the end. As the years went by, John's salary continued to increase, but he felt increasingly unfulfilled by his work. He realized that he had been so focused on making money that he had forgotten about the things that truly mattered in life. He rarely had time for hobbies or pursuing his passions, and his relationships with his loved ones had suffered as a result of his long hours at work. One day, John met an older man named Frank, who had retired early and lived a simple but happy life. Frank explained that he had chosen to live below his means, save and invest wisely, and prioritize his relationships and experiences over material possessions. He told John that he didn't need a lot of money to be happy, and that true fulfillment came from pursuing one's passions and building meaningful relationships with others. At first, John was skeptical. He had always believed that money was the key to happiness and success. But as he got to know Frank better, he realized that he had been chasing the wrong things in life. He had been so focused on making money that he had forgotten about the things that truly mattered. John decided to make a change. He started living below his means, saving and investing his money, and prioritizing his relationships and experiences. He began taking classes in subjects that interested him and started pursuing his passions outside of work. He even took a sabbatical from his job to travel the world and volunteer with a nonprofit organization. Over time, John's priorities shifted. He realized that true happiness and fulfillment came not from money or status, but from pursuing his passions, building meaningful relationships, and living a life of purpose. He decided to quit his high-paying job and start his own business doing something he loved. It wasn't an easy decision, but John knew it was the right one. He poured his heart and soul into his business and was thrilled to see it grow over time. He worked fewer hours than he had in his previous job, but he was much happier and felt much more fulfilled. Years later, John looked back on his journey and felt grateful for the lessons he had learned. He realized that money was important, but it should never be the sole focus of one's life. By living below his means, investing wisely, and prioritizing his relationships and experiences, he had achieved financial success and found true happiness and fulfillment.